Imagine trying to play a soccer game, right? But with only 5 players instead of the full 11. That's kind of what it feels like in the trucking industry sometimes. More trucks ready to go than people actually available to drive them. This whole challenge, it's known as a driver short market. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into this really critical issue facing trucking companies, especially looking at 2025, the significant shortage of drivers. We'll explore, why it's happening, and importantly, walk through the best ways companies are trying to recruit people. Think of it like a simple recipe.
Yeah, and our sources for this, they give some fascinating insights. We're looking at excerpts on fleet recruitment in a driver short market.
Yeah.
They really detail the scope of the problem, but also the practical solutions companies are starting to use. Our mission really is to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge for you.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. We hear driver shortage all the time, but what does that actually mean on the ground? How big? How big is this problem?
Oh, it's significant. I mean, the American Trucking Associations, they put the number around 60,000 drivers short in the U.S.
Yeah.
In early 2025. And what's really interesting is this isn't just a U.S. thing. You see similar trends happening worldwide, Europe, parts of Asia. They're feeling it too. And honestly, if companies don't adapt with new strategies, that gap could get even wider pretty quickly.
Wow, 60,000. That is a huge number. So, okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Why? Why is it so hard to find truck drivers these days? What are the root causes here?
Well, it really boils down to a few key things stacking up. First, you've got retirements. A lot of experienced drivers are aging out, leaving the workforce. I mean, the average age for a commercial driver is, well, it's well into the 50s. That's way higher than the average for most jobs.
Right, that demographic clock is ticking loud.
Exactly. And that kind of leads right into the second point. Fewer young people are coming in. Truck driving, well, it just isn't seen as this top career choice for younger generations. They often went for jobs with, easier hours, maybe closer to home, different kind of work-life balance. Then third, the job itself.
Yeah.
It's tough. Let's be honest. You're talking long hours, lots of time away from family, sometimes difficult conditions, weather, traffic, tight spots.
Yeah, that lifestyle isn't for everyone.
No, it isn't. And finally, there's competition. Other jobs, maybe needing less specialized training, are paying just as well now, and they don't require being away for days or weeks, so they look more appealing.
Okay, so that's the challenge. Older drivers leaving, fewer young ones coming in, a demanding job, and other careers pulling people away. So what can companies actually do? How do they attract and, maybe more importantly, keep drivers? Our sources lay out this simple step-by-step recipe you mentioned.
And it's crucial to see these steps aren't just about getting new hires in the door. They're just as much, if not more, about keeping the drivers you already have happy, valuing that human element.
Right. Let's dive into step 1 then. Make the job better and more respectful. I mean, who wouldn't want a job where they feel valued, treated fairly? What does this look like in practice for truckers?
It's fundamental. Respect isn't just a nice to have here, it's core. Think about it. Long hours, often alone, dealing with pressures. Drivers need to feel like professionals. Companies that get this, that empower drivers, treat them like partners, they see much better retention. So practically. Yeah, pay has gone up, maybe 15% increases in recent years we've seen, plus bonuses for safety, signing on, staying loyal, that helps. But it's also about better schedules. Giving drivers more, say, in routes, more predictable home time, that's huge. And benefits, of course. Health, retirement, paid time off, these are table stakes now. And just, well, listening. Taking concerns seriously, fixing problems quickly, showing they're valued.
And you actually see this reflected in how they advertise now.
Absolutely. We're seeing ads shift. Things like earn $70,000 a year, get a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and work routes that get you home for weekends. That message lands differently.
That's a big shift. Okay, so you've improved the job. Now you got to tell people. Step 2, use smart marketing to tell your story. Marketing isn't just for products, right? How are companies reaching potential drivers in 2025?
Right. It's about building a brand as a good place to work. So definitely having a clear, easy-to-use website, job details right there, simple to find. And social media is key. Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube. Sharing real stories from current drivers, success stories. Making videos fun ones, honest ones, showing what life on the road is really like for them, not just some slick corporate version. And connecting directly with trucking communities, online forums, maybe industry events, getting the word out organically.
So it's about authenticity, showing the reality, but also the rewards.
Exactly. Good marketing makes people aware, sure, but it also makes them feel like, okay, driving for this company could be a respected, rewarding career.
And sometimes your best salespeople are already working for you. Which brings us to step 3, Recruit through your existing drivers. How do companies tap into that?
This is often super effective. Referral programs. Encourage your current drivers to bring in people they know. Offer them a solid bonus for it, like $1,000 after the new hire finishes their first 3 months. Something tangible.
Makes sense. They probably know good people who understand the job already.
Precisely. Referrals often bring in more reliable candidates because they have a realistic idea of what's involved, maybe vouched for by someone they trust. It's like built-in pre-screening.
Okay, let's talk speed and ease. In 2025, nobody wants a long, complicated application process. You order food online in seconds, right?
Yeah.
So, step 4, make hiring fast and easy using technology. How's tech streamlining recruitment?
Yeah, this is critical. You lose people if it's slow and clunky. So companies are using online applications you can fill out on your phone. That's basic now. Using mobile apps for, say, initial interviews or just quick updates in communication. Sending automatic updates, texts, emails, keeping applicants in the loop. Here's where you are in the process.
So it keeps them engaged, shows you value their time.
Exactly. It signals respect right from the start. Minimizes that frustration of waiting and wondering. Really important in a tight market.
And that theme of respect, it carries through to the next step, doesn't it? Step 5, be honest and clear about the job. What does that transparency really mean in recruitment? No sugarcoating.
Pretty much. It means being upfront about everything. Telling applicants honestly about the long hours, the typical routes, the conditions they'll face. Don't hide the tough stuff. But also be clear about the good things. Details about the trucks, air conditioning, safety tech, comfortable sleepers. When companies are straight with people from day one, it builds trust.
And that trust pays off long term.
Absolutely. Drivers trust them more, they tend to stay longer, and word gets around. It builds a good reputation. Honesty is just good business here.
Okay, what about people who are interested but don't have the license or experience? That seems like a big pool of potential talent. Step 6, train new drivers and embrace diversity. How are companies tackling this?
This is a big one. Investing in people. So offering paid training programs or maybe even free programs to help people get their commercial driver's license, their CDL. Setting up mentorship programs too. Pairing experienced drivers with newcomers, that helps a lot with settling in. And, crucially, actively welcoming different groups. Younger people, yes, but also more women, veterans moving into civilian life, minorities. Widening that talent pool is essential.
It's not just a nice idea, it's necessary with the workforce aging out.
It's an economic imperative, really. You have to bring new people in and support them.
All right, final step. Step 7, improve working conditions and use technology for efficiency. This sounds like making the day-to-day life on the road better. What kinds of innovations are making a real difference?
Yeah, this blends physical comfort with smart tech. So upgrading the trucks themselves, comfortable seats, good climate control, maybe in-cab Wi-Fi. Safety features are huge too. Things like automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control. They reduce fatigue, make the job less stressful. Using apps for things like route planning, finding parking, less paperwork, making the logistics smoother. And as we mentioned, offering shorter routes or more regional runs where possible so drivers get home more often. That work-life balance piece.
Yeah.
And looking ahead, technology like advanced driver assist systems, maybe eventually autonomous trucks for long highway stretches, those could really change the game in terms of safety and fatigue, though human drivers.
Yeah.
They'll still be absolutely essential for the complex parts for a long time to come.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, the challenges, the solutions. So let's bring it back. What does this all mean for you listening right now? Why should you care about trucking and this driver shortage?
Well, fundamentally, it affects almost everything. Without enough drivers, the whole supply chain slows down. That means stores might run short on food, fuel, all kinds of products. Packages get delayed. It impacts the whole economy. The key takeaway here is that the companies that are smart, the ones that really invest in their people, pay well, show respect, offer good training, use tech smartly, those are the ones that are going to succeed, even when drivers are hard to find.
Yeah, our sources really hammer this home. Drivers are the heart of this industry, absolutely essential. And in this kind of market, treating them well, being honest, it just makes a massive difference, not just for the company, but for everyone who relies on the goods they move. So if you are maybe thinking about a driving career, the message seems pretty clear. Look for those companies that really value their drivers. That's where you'll likely find a good fit, success, and, satisfaction.
Absolutely. And maybe one final thought to leave you with, connecting this to the bigger picture. Think about these best practices we've discussed, valuing employees, adapting to demographic changes, using tech to improve work life. Beyond just trucking, how might these ideas apply to talent challenges you see in other industries? Something to chew on.